All right, good morning, guys, and welcome to a new pre-market analysis. It's 7:20, Wednesday the 22nd, and we're here, ready, as usual. And let's dive into the price action. Again, we pushed up here. It's gonna be a short one, by the way, because I don't want to repeat everything, So, um, because that's in my head, and essentially these videos were ones made just for myself to analyze myself and how I analyze the market. And there's no need to repeat everything over and over again. Although it is good at the beginning, I definitely recommend you repeating your stuff every day or even marking out your charts every day. But once you get there, you are more in control. There's no need to do that. So pretty clear, pretty straightforward. We pushed up here and we're now still waiting for that momentum to kick in. We pushed up super aggressively, strong candle, and then we had that slowdown. We wicked above, never closed above, but Monday's here. Monday, Tuesday, pretty slow. Um, actually from last Thursday until today, we're pretty slow. Price is not moving anywhere really. It's slowly trickling down. That can mean two things. First of all, we know that we still have this bullish range up here. We didn't achieve discounted pricing yet, so I'm definitely in for lows. Sorry, by the way, if my nose sounds cracky again or my voice. It's the pollen allergy. But definitely in for lower pricing. But we need to see price to get some momentum. We need that push because we're on the high time frames. We don't even want to reach just this discount. We want to reach, or we actually want to break the range. So we're waiting for that, and it's Wednesday, so I think there's some news today. Yeah, so we got FOMC later today. We've got some GBP news. Euro, not really anything special, but FOMC will definitely give us something. And hopefully the news will line up with our analysis. And if that's the case, then we can expect lower pricing towards the end of this week. And coming into next week, if FOMC really is that strong, we will see a strong push and price will probably either take this out, but I feel like if FOMC pushes or kicks in and gives us something in this direction, then we might get that push into the next upcoming 2-3 weeks, and then we will continue further down. I don't know why this one is marked. He didn't take it out yet. It's Friday. Oh, Thursday, sorry. Friday was indecisive. Then Monday was uh, bank holiday in a lot of countries. Tuesday. Indecisive candle. We did take out the lows. Still didn't take out this low. This low is still on the targets. So yeah. So this is literally all from the high time frame. You can literally see we pushed up, created a low, lower high, lower low, took out internal range liquidity, low, and now we are trickling down again. Came up, created a low, lower high, a lower low, took out liquidity, and now we're trickling down. You can literally read that from the daily candle. Zooming in, this is the structure we're still working with. We had that break again, took that internal range liquidity. We can actually, if you zoom in a little bit further, you can see that we created that high there. Yeah. So we took out that London high. Then over here on Monday, we had that nice London turnover where we took the liquidity, got into a single direction, into the other direction, sorry. Then yesterday, not really it. Didn't take the liquidity. We tapped into the area of interest and got the move away. But after my trading time and not didn't take the internal range liquidity. So a bit unfortunate that. And what? Oh, there. And now I'm still interested in these lows because we've this low and this low. And yeah, both direction building up liquidity, but I feel like we should take out some lows before we can move higher, take out liquidity to the downside, and then price can move to the upside. Oops. So yeah, and we know that we have these new lows here, so all pretty strong valid confluences of reasonings for me to think that price will get lower. I might be completely wrong. Literally, momentum will kick in on during Frankfurt in about 30 minutes and push to the upside. So don't know what will happen there. Other than that, is there anything else? We can see the support level here. That's interesting as well. Got one there as well. Yeah, I'm looking at lower pricing, and really now we have that. We created that low. Let me hold up. Unfortunate thing is that we already tapped into this area, but it is a nice area nonetheless. So if we go to the 1 hour, it holds that's a nice order block there. So above Asia highs, I would be looking to short. I know it's just Asia highs being taken out, but we also know that we took this liquidity here. This is not really something that created a low, but essentially we have a high or a low that led to a high, then bearish break here, a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a bullish break, a bearish break. So if anything, this could be your kind of your sweep, liquidity sweep. And we can move lower from above Asia highs. And that's what I'm looking at. I will include this high, by the way. So that's looking good. So yeah, for EU today, I'm preferring shorts from above Asia highs and not really any longs. I'm not in the market too long right now. So yeah, that's for EU. GU, what a mess. We took out previous daily highs, took out the lows before that. Jesus. Previous daily highs up here, previous daily lows down there. And let's look at the daily first. So this is super interesting. I like this. And this is actually perfect as well. So we have a sweep there. Why is that a sweep? So because it didn't cause any bearish breaks, right? Or did it? It kind of did. We go to the 1 hour. Well, no, it didn't, because we broke bullish after that. But look at this. And I find it's quite interesting. So we push up, super confident. And then first of all, we have a doji candle, or in the size of candle, bearish candle, wicks to both sides. Not really a doji, but ideal doji is something like this. This is an ideal doji. But look what happens. As soon as we get above this liquidity, we start to wick. And even today, already had that wick during London, during Asia. They didn't break above. So this can mean really two things. It's building up more liquidity to push up further, or it's indicating to us that, all right, we're now ready to turn around, or we're preparing to turn around because we took the liquidity. Buyers are out of the market now, above the highs. Like people start to buy. Okay, we're above all highs. All the institutions get out of the market, and they're now ready to short. to take short positions. Why above all highs people are short? That's the case. That's how it works. Why wouldn't you take a long trade if Bitcoin is at an all-time high? That doesn't make sense unless you're a breakout trader. But why would you take a breakout? Like, doesn't make sense to me. Why would you take a long trade if you're already at the high? There's, you know, you're already at the highest price. Imagine buying a car and you could get it for 30K, but yeah, it's currently 50K and you want to sell it for 60K. Why would you buy it at 50K if you can buy it at 30K? Just being patient, you know? So that's the idea behind it. And that's why I think at all highs people sell, they stop buying, and that's why you get a turnaround. And with that previous daily high being taken out, I can actually previous daily high. That's a nice kind of a sweep there. Although we didn't create a lower low yet, I feel like this could be a potential setup to continue further down. Now we do know that on EU, we're looking at slightly higher pricing. Asia highs, Asia lows. At EU, we're looking at slightly higher pricing before we get short. So if GU tags along with that, then we might get, oops, we might take out these highs first and go like that. Give us a trickle up. Got above Asia highs, gives us a little inducement maybe. Then take the highs, then get the entry drill. And that could be a very valid possible scenario. One thing we can't ignore is that we have low, high, high, low, high, high. High, low, high, high. Not really interested in that. I do like this. Got a little trend line there. But yeah, this low and these highs, oops, that high there are of interest of me. So for GU personally, I wouldn't wait short inside the range. I would wait for price to get up here, and then I can look for shorts. So EU inside the range, and of course, if we break above, this could still be a valid area if that what's it called, imbalance for how you get there. Schematic. We still have that fair value gap sitting over there with some liquidity. So EU shorts from here, shorts from here, shorts from up here. GU really only shorts from here. And DXY would then be looking to long, and DXY also has quite some room to the downside, but we can't ignore that we're building up more liquidity to the upside as well. Put these lows, then cost correctional move. These highs now. And overall, we're still waiting. Like we had that push here. You can see how strong this was, and this is still correctional. So we were even on DXY, we're still waiting for something. And to be fair, this looks quite interesting as well. Taking out the internal range liquidity of this range here, and then give us a move to the upside. But that would be quite devastating. Bit scary. I hope that EU doesn't make a bullish break on this light blue level. So bit tricky there. But let's see. We have FOMC today towards the end of the day, 8 p.m. Amsterdam time, I believe. Or is it in London time? No, it's my time. So 8 p.m. in the afternoon. This will probably, we're 100% sure, tell us more about where price wants to go. Got oil before that. Oil is always interesting, although it's just yellow. It's something interesting to keep an eye on. But yeah, let's see. there's only one way to find out what will happen next, and that's to wait until and see what happens next, and then we know what happened. So yeah, I wish you guys good luck in the market. Catch you guys later, and peace out. Got any questions, just hit me up.